The other option that was available to me, and I had the language from the Secretary of the Senate, was to make a motion from the floor to expel. I did not want to do that because I do think that there needs to be due process. There needs to be the opportunity to go in front of the Conduct Committee and have that conversation. What I was searching for was just a reasonable decision of this member to not be on the floor. It was his comments, it was his behavior that instigated all of this, and to voluntarily step away knowing that we have so many staff and members and employees that are feeling frightened. To me, that would have been the statesmanly, kind thing to do that would suggest that he was interested in comedy. And just so often, the people that speak up about these issues are kind of painted as the bomb throwers, when they aren't the people that are engaged in the behavior. I was not on the floor today, but I have never threatened to kill anybody. We are now a year and a half past the Senator Cruz process, and we've just finished 6 months of a Capitol Culture Committee, and the legislature just had to pay out $1 million in a settlement for having an unsafe workplace. And despite all that, I'm told today that we do not have the tools to keep people safe if somebody makes credible threats of violence. And that's just unacceptable, because if you can stand in the hallway or stand on the floor and threaten to harm or kill someone, and there's no consequence for that, we can't keep anybody safe, and that's wrong. We need to regroup, and we need to find a faster way, a better way that is not tied up in a lot of process, so that we can act swiftly to keep people safe, even if it's an elected official. Elected officials aren't above the law.
Are you satisfied with the changes that have been made? Do you feel that the culture has changed or will change?
We have a member that threatened harm to law enforcement officers and then doubled down on it, and there was nothing we could do to keep him off of the Senate floor. If that doesn't describe a culture problem and nobody was willing to condemn him on the floor for it, we still have a serious culture problem.
Did you, there are concerns that he carries a concealed weapon, as I'm sure some other members of the Senate do. Did you try to get his concealed weapons permit revoked?
I did not. My issue is not with the firearm. As you mentioned, there are many members that carry. My issue is not the firearm. My issue is the behavior of that member. Whether or not he had the firearm or didn't have the firearm, to me, was irrelevant. Even if he had been unarmed on the floor, the issue was we had a memo saying that he should not be here. And there's a tremendous liability to the Assembly for ignoring that.
The Republicans came back